So this type of word problem, if you've encountered it, it was by mistake. You shouldn't have seen it so far, but here it is. In some cases, so let's highlight compass directions because it's very important. You'll be given compass directions. Okay? So a problem will be telling you like you're actually headed a certain direction on the map, like you know exactly which direction you should be going. This essentially gives you the direction of one of the sides of the resulting triangle. It is important to read these carefully since the angles are not always inside the triangle. So that's when we use supplementary or complementary, you have it, whatever the case may be. You should include a compass rose to get you started. Okay, that's probably important to. I will do that all the time. A little compass rose, like you say, okay, this is where I start, and so now this is following me. Like that compass rose is following you wherever you go, right? Wherever you go. So let's visualize this. If you read north 25 degrees west, it means that you start here, start measuring here, okay? When it's north, that's where you start. And then it says you turn 25 degrees west, okay? So how about, I'll get rid of the underline here. I'll just say start there, and then this part says turn 25 degrees west, right? That's what that is saying there. That's how you're supposed to read it. So let's go ahead and do it. North, so you go anywhere on the north line, it doesn't matter, just put your pencil on it, and then you're going to go 25 degrees west. So we just slightly go west like that. We go 25 degrees. And obviously this is not drawn to scale. It doesn't have to. So you just draw your line like so. Okay. So this line is traveling. If you were to go this way, you're traveling north 25 degrees west. I will say this on your study sheet, please, if you have a hard time remembering. North-south, we're pretty good. East-west, not so good. Like some students do mix those up. So just remember, it's supposed to say we, not you. E-W, that'd be you, right? Never eat soggy wieners, whatever your teachers did in the past. Just give yourself a tiny little reminder, and then you're not going to struggle with it. Okay. Next. South 15 east. Where would you start? You start here. Start. So you go to your south. So this is obviously where you're standing. You go anywhere on the south line and turn towards east. So you go 15 degrees towards east. It's not much, right? It's just 15 degrees. Because remember, there's always a 90, like between south and east, northwest. There's a 90. So it's just 15. So make sure the 15 goes there. It's very important to place it in the correct location. It is between the south line and 15 degrees east, like that's where the angle is located. So remember that. Also, I'm going to highlight that here. If you see southwest, it actually is saying south 45 west. It is saying it's a 45 degree. It's like bang on. How about we do this here? If this is southwest, it would be a perfect 45 here this way. This is southwest. Like we don't even have degrees in there. We just assume there's a 45 degree here and there's also a 45 there. It's splitting that 90 perfectly in half. So with northwest, so with southeast, northeast, all of those would split it specifically in half. Doesn't happen very often, but now you know. Okay. So this is how you read, how you sketch it, and let's look at how you would read it. Okay. State the following compass direction. So you start with one of the horizontals or verticals. So in this case, you would go east and you turn 32 degrees towards what? What goes towards, like if you count, if you start measuring this way, you're going southward, right? So east, 32 degrees towards the south. You always start with either the horizontal or the vertical, right? Over here, how would you write this direction if you had to? We start with the vertical in this case, so this would be north, and then you're turning 71 degrees towards the west. So that's how you would state that one. Okay, I'm almost done. Hang in there. So I've shown you both ways. Maybe I'll just say, right, this is my starting point here, and this was my starting point there. That's probably important to note. So your homework will be on page 62 and 63. I don't care if you get it right. You're listening, right? I don't care if you get it right. I just want you to get your brain going. So I'll just do one with you here. Just get you started. Go to 62. Just stay in there for one, okay? You see a tree that is due east of you. Okay? So that's actually direction right there. Where's east? If this is you, east is this way. So the tree is directly east of you. Okay? From the same location, you notice that a deer is standing north 40 degrees west of you. How would you do north 40 degrees west? Go back to you, and I told you I always do a compass rose when it's directions. So we go north. You can make it as big as you want, okay? Don't. North 40 west. Where's north? North is here, right? 40 west. Which way would you be turning? This way, right? So 40 degrees west. And the bell saved you there. And all I want you to do is that. Just get it started. Interpret this. This is where the deer is. So you do the rest of 62 and 63. I will post the key. I'll post the key so at least you know kind of where you're at, but don't solve it. Don't solve it. Have a good one, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.